the same way that you can elevate consciousness, you can invert that and you can suppress consciousness. So think about these 15-minute cities that they want to put us in. From an occult esoteric point of view, why do they want to shove us all into these cities? Well, perhaps they are intentionally suppressing, right, the way it's laid out, the way it's built, versus their buildings that is very sacred geometry-esque, right? You have the Pythagorean palace principles that follow obviously Pythagoras. And look at this. This is a universal co-masonry, universalfreemasonry.org, and it's talking about here the theory which ascribes, if not the actual origin of Freemasonry, to Pythagoras. So this is why these secret societies, they right, Euclid's 47th proposition, all these things they revere. There is something to mathematics that they are using, and they're using it as a sort of talisman to their advantage. Now, with all that said, I also want to point out, you talked about enthusiasm, right? Well, enthusiasm actually means to sort of be possessed by this higher power. And you're talking about somebody in their apartment having some sort of enthusiasm, or they're being guided in a sort of way. Well, wasn't the Alamantra workings with Crowley in his apartment in New York or something, like just like a regular apartment, and they channeled Lamb and they saw like some gray entity come through a portal?
Weirder. I'm pretty sure the apartment was in, so he did multiple like ritual workings, but what he did in the
Amalantra, by the
United
way.
States was on Long Island. And some
Interesting.
people think that it was at Camp Hero where like the Montauk project happened some decades later. I was wondering possibly maybe it was near where Tesla had his Wardenclyffe Tower, because those two guys were alive, I think at the same time. I think they were,
Mm-hmm.
Crowley was just a little younger than him, but he would have known about Tesla, I'm sure.